Hi guys, and welcome to Sewing with Tomorrow. Today in this class I will show you how to make a simple maxi skirt. Now I put a maxi skirt on the blog which you guys went crazy over, so I decided to show you how to make this skirt. So let's get into the tools you will need to make this skirt. Now the tool you will need, the item you will need to make this maxi skirt, you will need some drafting paper. You would need a yardstick. You would need some fabric. You would need some pins. You would need a fabric scissors. You would need a paper scissors. You would need a marker to mark on your paper. You would also need a measuring tape. You would need a measuring tape. You would need your measurement and a sewing machine. So let's get started in drafting this skirt. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to take some measurement. Now you need your measurement to draft this skirt, and we're going to use our waist measurement to do this skirt. So I have my dress form here, which I'm going to use to demonstrate to you how to measure. Now you're going to get your measuring tape and you're going to measure around your waist. Now I'm working with a 34 inches hip measurement. So I'm working with this the 34 inches hip measurement, and I'm going to add like 4 inches to this waist measurement because we are using an elastic for this skirt. And sorry, I didn't mention we would need a 3/4 inch elastic, which we will use for the skirt. So you'll need your waist measurement, and our waist measurement, we will divide that by 4, and then we'd add 4 inches to that. So your waist measurement, and then you would need however long you want your skirt. So however long you want your skirt, you measure. Now I'm doing my own to the floor, so my own would be like 43 inches long. So if you plan to wear your own with heels, go and put on your heels and then come back and measure. So I am making my skirt 43 inches long. So go and put on your heels if you plan to wear your own with heels. Go and put it on, and then take your length of your skirt, however long you want your skirt. So let's go and let's draft this skirt. So now we will get our paper, and what we're going to do, we're going to roll this paper out. I'm going to roll this paper out like this. I'm going to roll it out, and I want a piece of paper from the waist. I want 43 inches long on my paper. So I will work with a 43 inches long on my paper from the top of my paper right down until I get 43 inches long. So I'm going to measure out because I want my skirt very long. 43 inches plus 1.5 inches hem. So it's 44.5 inches long. So on your measuring, from the top of your paper, however long you want your skirt, you measure down the length of how long you want your skirt. So I'm working from my waist. I need a 44.5 inches waist, from the waist to the bottom of the skirt. So measure that. So I measure down my length there, and now I'm going to go to the top of the paper, and I'm going to measure down. I'm going to, from the top of the paper, I measure right away down until I get 43 inches. Now you need to get your waist measurement. You need to get your waist measurement. So I'm working with a 34 inches waist measurement, which I would be working with. So now we're going to divide 34 waist measurement by 4. So get your waist measurement, whatever is your waist measurement, divided by 4, and then you will add 4 inches to that. So I work with a 34 inch waist measurement. So 34 divided by 4 is 8.5, plus I would add 4 inches to it. That is 12.5. So from the top of my paper here, I'm going to measure 12.5 right across here. So look for 12.5 on your tape measure. 12.5. And measure across. Now on the bottom of the paper where we make the mark for the length or the skirt on the bottom of the paper, which is here, is from the top of the paper to the from the top of the paper to the bottom is 43.5 inches. That's the length of my skirt. Now I want to measure out 17 inches to the bottom of the skirt. The waist will be 12 inches. That is my waist measurement. Calculate your waist measurement. If my waist measurement I work with is 34 and I divide it by 4, that give me 8.5. Then I add 4 inches to it, which give me 12.5. Whatever your waist measurement is, divided by 4 and add 4 inches to it. So now I need 17 inches. Now on the bottom of the skirt, on the bottom of the paper, I'm going to measure out 17 inches plus 1 inches for him. So that is 18 inches I measure out here. So 18 inches, and I'm going to measure up like quarter way or the half of the paper, and I'm going to measure 18 inches. That's the width of the skirt I need. Now this is an easy method. Now get your ruler, and we're going to connect the bottom of the skirt with the marking that we make. So we're going to connect that. So you see we draw a line across. So this line is 18 inches, right? Because it's 17 plus 1 for seam allowance is 18 inches. So we're going to come and we're going to connect this line here. We're going to connect it. This one is 18 inches as well. We're going to mark this 12 inches here, top of the skirt. So we have a line here. So now we're going to come and we're going to connect this line straight up to the skirt. So place your ruler like this, and we're going to connect this line. We're going to connect this line, and now we're going to come up to the skirt, and we're going to connect this line here. So you're supposed to have something look like this. Supposed to have something look like this, and now we're going to cut 2 pieces of this on our fabric. So we go right front and back, cut 2 pieces. So we cut in 2 pieces. So we get 1 for front and 1 for back. Cut it on a fold if you have enough fabric for cut on a fold, or if you don't have enough to cut on a fold, cut one the front on a fold and cut the back 2 pieces. So our seam allowance already in here, but if you want it to put it a little bigger, you can add as 1/2 inch seam allowance right away around the skirt. Well, I add the 4 inches to the waist measurement, so seam allowance already inside, and then I had the 18 inches, so seam allowance inside already. So now we're gonna cut out this skirt. So get your paper scissors and let's cut out this skirt. This is the quick and easy method of drafting a maxi skirt. So I'm going to cut out this paper right out. Cut out it. You're going to cut until you meet the top of the paper. Now if you have a straight edge, leave it, don't cut off the straight edge, because that would work for our glass stick. So you're supposed to have something looking like this. So now we're going to move this paper aside, and now we're going to lay our fabric and we're going to cut out our skein. So I have this stretch fabric here. Now this pattern could make with any fabric. I just decided to use a stretch fabric because that's all I have in stock. So I have this piece of stretch nice ivory stripe, which I would use to do this skirt, but you can make your skirt with any fabric that you have. If you have a non-stretch fabric, you can make a maxi skirt from that, because the measurement that we use is your waist measurement, and then we extend the bottom 18 inches. So I have this nice piece of stretch fabric here, which I will use. So get your fabric, and now we're gonna spread it out on the table. Make sure it's on the fold. So I'm going to spread my own out very neat. Make sure your fabric spread out neat on the fold. So after you spread out your fabric neat, like that, you're going to get your pattern and you're going to place it on a fold. Now my fabric is on a fold because my fabric fold in two. The salvage edge is opposite me. So my fabric is on a fold. So this is my fold edge here. So I'm going to place my pattern on the fold of the fabric. Now you guys see we have a sharp end right here. Now to get rid of the sharp end, get your curve rule if you have one. Get your curve rule if you have one, and we're gonna take out this sharp end from this pattern. So if you have a curve rule, get the curve rule, and we're gonna take out the sharp end because we have a sharp end here. And we're gonna take out the sharp edge right here. So we're gonna end up with a nice straight line. You're gonna get your scissors and just cut the paper, don't cut your fabric. So we're making the end. We have a sharp end here, which we don't want. So you see, your skirt come back very nice. So now you're gonna, after you lay your skirt down, you're gonna get some pattern with, and we're gonna place our weight on our pattern. And now we're gonna get our fabric scissors and we're gonna cut. If you don't have pattern weight, get pins and pin your fabric. So now we're gonna cut. We're cutting 2 pieces on a fold. So this is 1 piece I'm cutting here. Then we're gonna cut. So this is 1 piece we cut here. So you're gonna go ahead. Let me just trim off this extra piece here. Cut this a little, the bottom a little too wide. So I'm just evening up the bottom. So this is 1 piece we have here. Just trim this off properly. So this is 1 piece we have here. Now we have to repeat this and cut another piece. So I'm going to remove this pattern weight, and we're going to repeat the same process for this skirt. Now you're going to get your skirt pattern and repeat the same process as how we cut the first piece. So I just lay back my pattern back on my fabric. Now we're cutting this on a fold, both back and front. cut on a fold of the fabric. So now you're going to go ahead and you're going to repeat the same cutting process like how we did for the first piece. So you're going to cut, repeating the same process. So my fabric on a fold, so when I open it, it's going to be one whole back and one whole front. So we're going to cut. Out your waist. And now we're going to remove our pattern off of our skirt. And now you should have 2 pieces of skirt. Now we're going to remove the balance of this fabric. Don't throw your ends, because later on we will make a matching skirt, a matching top, sorry, for our skirt. So now what you should have 1 piece cut on a fold. So when you open it, this is the whole back or the front, and you should have a next piece. So you should have 2 pieces of this skirt pattern, the 2 fabric that we cut out. So now you're gonna get 1 piece, lay 1 piece on the table, right side facing you. So we're pinning right side to right side, like that. Let me turn it so you guys can see. So you lay it down, so the right side will be facing me. This is the right side, and this is the wrong side. So I'm going to lay right side to right side, so the 2 plaid would be matching, facing each other. So the wrong side now would be facing me, and now I'm going to pin the 2 sides down. I'm going to get my pins, and now I'm going to pin these 2 sides down for this skirt. So now grab your pin, and we're going to pin this. So we're going to pin our skirt in place. Grab your pins. Don't forget to match up your stripe. Pin. Match your stripe up. Pinning. Now for you beginners, put lots of pin here. Put lots of pin so you can get your skirt pinned properly. So you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna pin. Continue pinning at the bottom of your skirt. Match up the bottom. And we're gonna pin. Remember your stripes. Remember the stripe we were working with. Pin. And now you're going to pin the other side the same way, like how we pin that one side. So grab your other side. Grab the next side. And we would pin. Pin. Look for your stripes. You won't able to match all, but match either the big one or the small one. So when you open your skirt, one would be matching. Then you pin in. Make sure you put enough pin so it could hold your fabric in place. Pin. Match up the bottom of your skirt. And now we'll go to the sewing machine and we will stitch right away down. We'll pin on that one side and then we'll come and stitch right away down. So let's go to the sewing machine and let's sew this. So now I'm at the sewing machine. So now I'm going to get one end that I pin, and I'm using a zigzag stitch. So we're going to stitch this with a zigzag stitch because it's a stretch fabric and we don't want our thread to pop. So now I'm going to put my needle down into my fabric, and I'm going to stitch a 5/8 seam allowance, or you can stitch a 1/2 inch, depends. So I'm going to do a 5/8 because my fabric is a stretch fabric, and I'm going to back stitch at the end, and now I'm going to continue sewing. Stretch the fabric a little. If it's a stretch fabric you're using, stretch the fabric a little. Notice your thread kind of skipping. If it's a stretch fabric, stretch your fabric and sew it slow so that it could catch. Sewing the side, one side that is the one side that you pin. And now you will do the next side the same way. So grab your next side. So we're going to cut our thread, and you're going to get your next side, and we're going to pin it. And pin, same 5/8 seam allowance I would be sewing, back stitch, continue stitching your skirt till you reach the end. And like I said, if you find your skirts with skipping, stitch a little slow and stretch the skirt a little. Now, when you finish sewing, you're gonna reach me at the table. Go and knit in your skirt. If you have a serger, knit in the end of the skirt. Press your skirt and meet me at the table. Now, after you finish sewing your skirt should look like this. It's on the wrong side, so you have 2 ends. Now, since I'm using knit fabric, I don't have need to knit in my end because my skirt won't ravel, my fabric won't fray. So trim your skirt down. Let's go ahead and we're going to trim this skirt down a 1/4 inch, the seam allowance that we sew. Trim down a 1/4 inch. You don't want anything to be too bulky. You're going to trim it down. Keep it down on the table. Trim that. Trim the neck side too if you have a lot on the neck side. The same thing, trim it down. And now you're gonna turn your skirt over to the right side, and your skirt should look like this. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna fold in 1.5 inches to 2 inches on the waistband. Now fold it in. Make sure you measure it. It's folding about 2 inches. I'm going to do 1.5 inches, and you measure and you fold under, because we need the skirt waist to be knit, and you pin. Get the other side seam. It's going to be easier this way. Fold in the same amount, measure, fold again, and now we want to pin. Pin. So now, excuse me, when you turn your skirt like this, it's going to be easier. It's going to fold in for itself very easy. So now you're going to continue pinning right away around the skirt. This is the elastic loop we make in here. Continue pinning. Pin. So the top of the skirt won't have no raw edge. So we're folding it down the amount we need and then fold it back again. So we'll have a neat edge. Pin. don't fold in for itself. So sometimes you don't even have to measure because it folds for itself. So you beginners, hold down your fabric with lots of pin. And it after you done pin one side, and you pin the next side the same way. Pin down this, pin it. This is the easy way to pin your skirt. Once you're on a flat surface, lie your skirt down flat and you pin in place. Pin. And now we're gonna go to the sewing machine. We're gonna stitch right away wrong, and then we're gonna leave a 1-inch opening in the top. Now get your bottom, and we will pin the bottom the same way. Get your bottom. I don't want a big hem on my bottom. I just want a small hem, so I'm going to fold 1/2 inch and then fold 1/2 inch again. So I fold twice and I'm going to pin. Get my next side and do the same thing. Fold 1/2 inch and then fold 1/2 inch again. Pin, and you're pinning the same amount right away around the skirt, the same way how we pin the top. I'm going to show you how to pin a couple more, and then you're going to finish pin it, and then you will go to the sewing machine and we will sew it. Pin, pin. I'll show you one more, and then you will continue pinning the bottom of the skirt, and then meet me at the sewing machine. And then you pin. So pin the rest just like that, the bottom of the skirt, right away around like this, and then let's go and sew it. So now that you finish pinning your skirt waist and your skirt bottom, you're gonna get any one you want to sew. I'm going to sew from the waist, my skirt waist first, and I'm going to place it under my sewing machine, and I'm going to stitch down the end. Now we're stitching down the edge where we pin. Zigzag stitch we're using, and we're going to back stitch, and we're going to sew right away around the skirt, but we're leaving a 1-inch opening in the top with the elastic going. So we're using a zigzag stitch still. We're pinning right away around. the skirt. Underneath, stitching properly. Take out your pins as you go. Now when we reach around where we start stitching from, we're going to leave a 1 inch hook. Now so I come into my stitch report I start from, and now I'm going to stop and I'm going to back stitch and leave a 1 inch seam allowance. So now stitch your bottom the same way, but don't leave no opening in the bottom. So when you finish, you're going to meet me at the table. So stitch your bottom the same way like how we stitch the waist, the top, and reach me at the table. Now you're going to place your bottom under the sewing machine, and now we're going to stitch. We're going to back stitch the same way like how we back stitch for the top, and we stitch right at the end. And now we're going to continue sewing the same way as how we sew. So let's continue. The reason why I show you this process is to let you know that everybody gets this problem when the thread break. Continue sewing your bottom the same way. Finish, you're gonna back stitch. Now when you finish stitching your bottom, back stitch and meet me back at the table. Now when you finish stitching your hem, you should have a neat hem like this, very neat. There's the bottom of the skirt, and then we have the top of the skirt. You should have a neat top. So look, cut off your loose thread them that you have. Cut off all your loose thread if you have any. And now you're going to get a piece of elastic and you're going to measure the fullest part of your waist. Now if you don't know where your waist is, get a piece of elastic and tie around your waist right here. So now you get this piece of elastic and you measure around your waist. Around your waist. And we're going to cut that and we're going to insert it into our skirt. So you get your elastic, measure around your waist. Side will measure around my waist, and I would cut the elastic how far my waist was. Cut that here, And now I'm going to get a pin and I'm going to insert this elastic into the opening that I leave. So look for the opening, and we're going to insert this elastic into the opening right here. I'm going to insert this elastic. So we're going to throw the elastic through the opening. Keep tubing your elastic. Tube your elastic through. Let you bring it through the next end. And now you're going to put your skirt on and you're going to see if it's okay. Now we're going to go to the maxi elastic in twist. If it twists, fix it. And we're going to go to the sewing machine, my own slip out. I have to look tube it back through. Good thing about it, my own kind of sturdy, so I could tube it back through with my hands like that, and I could get the ends right here. So you see, so hold on to yours, lose the pin, and we're gonna go to the sewing machine and you're gonna flip your elastic like this over, and we're gonna stitch 2 zigzag stitch across. So I'm going to pin my own until I reach to the sewing machine. Now try your skirt on and adjust the elastic before you go and stitch this, and then let's go to the sewing machine. Now I'm at my sewing machine. I already went and tried on my skirt and I make sure it fit my waist the way I like it, and now I adjust the elastic to suit. Now I'm going to lap the elastic over each other, and I'm going to just sew a zigzag stitch to close, hold the elastic in place. So now try on your skirt, do the same, and now we're going to stitch this elastic. I like to give my elastic about 3 stitch, hold on the 2 ends properly, so my elastic won't bust. So now you're going to take your skirt out, and now we're going to stretch your elastic for go back into the tubing. And now we're going to close up the part that we have. Now the part that open is this little piece. We're going to stretch it and we're going to stitch right at the end to close it up. So place it back under your sewing machine. And let's close up this end. So now I'm going to close this end up back. I'm not stitching on the elastic, just the end, and I'm going to stretch my fabric as I sew. So stitch right back in the other stitching that we had before. Back stitch, and now you're going to meet me at the table. So now that you finish stitching elastic, your skirt is all done. So this is just a quick and easy and simple skirt. Your skirt is supposed to look like this. Fix your elastic. Fix your elastic, and now I'm going to put this on the mannequin and let you see the finished look of this skirt. You see every way inside neat. Trim all your loose thread. Always trim your loose thread so your clothes could look neat. Trim them out so you could have a neat finish look in the bottom of the skirt also. Make sure everything got no loose thread, because you don't want when you're walking thread hanging in the bottom of the skirt. I see lots of people like that. You walk in and a set of thread hanging in the bottom of your skirt or the waist of your skirt. You don't want that. So trim all the loose thread of the skirt. And now let me go and put this on the mannequin and show you what this skirt would look like. So here is the finished look of the skirt. As you guys can see, this is the finished look of the skirt. So let me turn it around to show you the finished look. So here you have your nice maxi skirt you learn to sew today. So this what the finished look of the skirt look like. So I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial, and I'll see you soon with more tutorials. So enjoy, have a blessed day. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, check out my Facebook page, check me out on Instagram, and turn on your notifications so you won't get left behind with any tutorial. So I'll see you soon with more tutorial. Enjoy. If you sew post any of this skirt, post it on my Facebook Sewing with Tamara page, and let me see what you do. So you have a wonderful day. Bye.